Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. So this is going to be a very short lesson that focuses on truck sims, specifically American Truck Simulator and European Truck Simulator 2 by SCS. The main driver in progressing in either of these simulations is experience. You level up within the game based on how many experience points you get. And so if you're looking to drive that, which is normally how I would play, you want to find loads that maximize what experience you're going to get. That is the focus of this lesson. If you're not looking for how to do that, there may not be a lot of value here in the content that I'm presenting. I've got a simple spreadsheet that I've built, and I'm going to show that to you here, and then you'll be able to see the formulas and so forth. So if you want to recreate this for yourself, you'll be able to do that. It works a little bit differently in ATS versus ETS as far as the formulas you need. So I have two sections, but the structure's basically the same. You have the distance. In ATS, that's miles. In ETS, that's going to typically be kilometers. So what you find then is in ATS, SCS is calculating things based on kilometers. So you're converting the miles to what I'm saying is mileage so that you are getting the correct number of experience points for that. So you can see here the first level is it's times 1.60934. We're down in ETS. It's literally a 1-for-1 because you're getting 1 experience point per kilometer. It's just you have to convert miles to kilometers in ATS to equal the formula of how the game engine calculates things. You're then going to get a distance bonus, so that includes the 25% for that. These next areas get a little more complicated because it takes advantage in Excel of some of the if logic for determining how it functions. So basically, there's some multipliers for experience in American Truck Simulator and also Euro Truck Simulator for fragile cargo, high value cargo, and just-in-time deliveries. For fragile and high value, you've really just got whether they exist or don't. So you'll just simply put in a 1 if it is fragile cargo or high value, and that basically turns it on and off. And if this field is empty or is a value other than 1, you won't get a calculation. So as you can see here, in the load I'm comparing against the first load, I don't have high value of 1, so I get 0. And then for just in time, you can have important or urgent deliveries, and those are adjusted accordingly. So you'll put in a 1 or a 2 depending on what value that is, because the bonus multiplier is either 20% or 30%. And then ultimately you total that. So you can see for the job I was comparing here, it's 1,555 miles. It's a fragile cargo, high value, and an urgent delivery, which gets me to that I'm likely to get about 4,800, almost 4,900 experience points. And then all I do in the spreadsheet is basically duplicate a second set, and then I compare another load, and then I'll just adjust from one load to the other. So let's say I put in a load here and it was higher. If I had other loads to compare, then I'd start playing with these numbers. You know, it's pretty simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. But basically, multiplying for fragile by 22%, you're multiplying for high value by 18%, and again, just in time is 20% and 30%. And so those multipliers are the same in ETS. So this is just a duplicate. It's just in my version of the spreadsheet I use. I just haven't copied these labels down here. So, you know, it's pretty simple in the example I have down here. It's simply mileage. So obviously a longer run is going to be more experience. But what you do start to find is I've certainly been surprised sometimes of what I think would be the higher load, and then when I run this through this spreadsheet, I find out that it would actually better to take a different load, sometimes with shorter distance but more bonuses, or sometimes vice versa, where it's longer distance but fewer bonuses would maximize my experience. So that is the tool I use. That is what I wanted to share with you in this Sim Academy lesson. As always, please subscribe if you want to get notified of new content on the channel. If you've liked the video, I'd appreciate dropping a like, and certainly any comments, I'll be happy to respond, and I look forward to seeing you next time.